A toast to the best team on the floor.
Cheers. Absolutely, well deserved.
I used to think trust was like a switch. It was either on or off. I never imagined how slowly that switch could flicker, dimming over time, before finally going out completely. Looking back, the signs were all there, but love. Love can blind you until the truth just forces its way into your life. My wife, Melissa, and I were married for 9 years. We had our ups and downs, but I thought we were stable. She started working longer hours, taking more business meetings, and guarding her phone like it was a national secret. Whenever I'd ask, she'd just brush it off with a tired smile, telling me I was overthinking things. Then one evening, a close friend called. He sounded so uncomfortable. He told me he thought he'd seen Melissa's car parked outside a hotel downtown that afternoon. I laughed it off at first. 1,000 explanations ran through my head. Conferences, client meetings, just a coincidence. But that little seed of doubt was planted. That night, Melissa came home late, all cheerful and affectionate in a way that felt completely forced. She talked about work, kissed me goodnight, and fell asleep almost instantly. I just lay there, staring at the ceiling, replaying every weird moment from the last few months. The distance, the excuses, the way she just stopped looking at me the same way. The next day I did something I never thought I'd do. I bought a small GPS tracker. I felt awful about it, but the not knowing was eating me alive. I told myself this would be the end of it. I'd get my proof one way or another. For a week, nothing happened. Her movements were normal: home, work, the grocery store, the gym. I started to feel foolish, almost ready to take it off and apologize to her in my head for ever doubting her. Then came Sunday. She told me she was meeting a friend for shopping and lunch. I nodded, smiled, and watched her drive away. The moment she was gone, I opened the tracking app. My heart started pounding as I saw the little dot moving in a direction that had nothing to do with any mall or cafe. It stopped at a hotel. I just sat there, frozen, staring at my phone, praying it was a mistake, hoping she would leave. She didn't. Minutes ticked by, then an hour. My hands were shaking as I grabbed my keys and drove downtown. I parked across the street, my chest so tight I could barely breathe, my mind screaming for this not to be real. When I walked into the hotel lobby, everything felt surreal. Soft music, polite smiles. People's normal lives just continuing while mine was shattering. I didn't go upstairs. I didn't need to. I saw her. She was sitting with another man in the lounge, laughing in a way I hadn't heard in years. Her hand was on his arm. His fingers brushed her knee. The intimacy was obvious. In that single moment, every single doubt I had turned into a horrible certainty. I walked out without her ever seeing me. When Melissa came home that evening, I didn't confront her, not right away. I needed to process it. She talked about her day like nothing had happened, lying with an ease that scared me more than the betrayal itself. Over the next few days, I gathered everything. Hotel receipts hidden in email folders, deleted messages that weren't fully erased. It all painted a picture that was impossible to deny. Each new discovery felt like a fresh wound. She tried to deny it, then made excuses, then cried. She called it a mistake, a lapse, something that just happened. I asked her how long. She looked away and whispered, 6 months. Something inside me just shut down. I told her to pack a bag and leave. Not forever, I said, but just until I could think. It just quietly collapses, and once it's gone, words can't rebuild it. The weeks that followed were brutal. Friends took sides. Family asked questions I couldn't answer. The silence in the house at night felt heavier than any argument we ever had. Melissa wanted another chance. She said she loved me, that she didn't want to lose our life. But I realized something painful. She wasn't afraid of losing me. She was afraid of losing her comfort. I filed for divorce. It wasn't revenge. It was survival. Letting go hurt, but staying would have meant living with constant doubt, questioning every late night, every smile, every touch. One chose my own peace over our familiar life. Months later, I ran into her by chance. She looked different, quieter, less sure of herself. We exchanged polite words. The anger was gone. There was just distance. The kind that comes after you finally accepted what happened. What I learned is simple and cruel. Love requires honesty, even when the truth is hard. Betrayal doesn't start in a hotel room. It starts when communication stops, and secrecy feels easier than courage. I don't hate her, but I will never again ignore my instincts or stay quiet just to keep things normal. Sometimes the truth finds you whether you're ready or not, and sometimes walking away is the strongest thing you can possibly do. Thanks for listening. If you've been through something similar, you're not alone. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories.